Hey, old friend, are you
Okay, when exactly did we all wake up and decide that Merrily We Roll Along is our new emotional support musical? Because honestly, a few years ago, half the people screaming about it on TikTok had never even heard of this show. Now my entire feed is Daniel Radcliffe crying, Jonathan Groff crying, Lindsay Mendez looking like she's about to cry, and a bunch of theater fans sobbing in the Hudson Theater bathroom going, "It's just about friendship and life and regret." Here's the wild part. This is not some shiny new hit that came out of nowhere. This is Stephen Sondheim's problem child, the messy, misunderstood one, the show that almost made him walk away. If Sondheim's career is a group chat, Merrily We Roll Along is the drama thread that everyone muted but never actually left. So picture Sondheim as that intense, brilliant friend who's always working on something impossible. He's already done Company, Follies, Sweeney Todd. He's the guy who says, "Hey, what if we tell a story backwards, from bitter middle age to starry-eyed youth, and we cast actual young people to play exhausted adults? What could go wrong?" Spoiler, everything. When Merrily opened in 1981, it bombed so hard it's almost funny. Except it wasn't funny to him at all. 16 performances. 16. That's not a run, that's a long weekend. Audiences were confused, critics were brutal, people literally walked out. Imagine pouring your entire soul into a show and Broadway gives you the equivalent of a 1-star Yelp review and a would not recommend. And it hurt. Sondheim wasn't just disappointed. He was scorched. He talked about that period like a breakup. He seriously considered quitting musical theater. Merrily became this painful reminder that even literal geniuses can get roasted alive if the vibes are off. But here's where it gets very toxic X who won't go away. The show did not die. The cast album kind of snuck into theater kids' lives like a late-night text. Directors kept coming back to it. Okay, but what if this staging works? What if we change the book? What if we lean more into the friendships? Every few years, Merrily would pop up again somewhere like, "Hey, miss me?" And Sondheim's messy little show became a cult favorite. Not successful, not fixed, just haunting people. Then the universe did that thing where it finally introduces the right people at the right time. Enter Jonathan Groff, Daniel Radcliffe, and Lindsay Mendez. If you tried to assemble a chaotic, good Broadway friend group in a lab, you would probably end up with this trio. Groff is that golden retriever theater kid who somehow made it from Spring Awakening to Glee to Hamilton to Disney Prince, but still gives major, "I will ugly cry with you at 1 a.m. his energy." Radcliffe escaped Hogwarts, looked at Hollywood, and went, "No thanks. I'm going to do the weirdest plays and musicals I can find." And Mendez is the friend who will absolutely drag you, but then tuck you under her arm and tell you she's proud of you. When Maria Friedman put these three together for Merrily, first off Broadway, then at the Hudson Theater, they didn't just revive the show, they basically adopted it. Suddenly, this story about friendships falling apart and dreams going sideways looked like it was being told by an actual friend group that likes each other, and audiences felt that instantly. People weren't leaving the theater going, "Ah, yes, the structural clarity of the revised book." They were walking out like, "Why do I feel like I just watched my own friendships blow up in reverse?" And also, why are Groff, Radcliffe, and Mendez somehow my emotional support trio now? Then came the Tonys, and that's when the gossip energy went nuclear. You've probably seen the clips. Groff practically vibrating as he wins his first Tony, tears in his eyes, thanking Sondheim, his friends, and calling this company his soulmates. Radcliffe taking the stage to accept his own Tony, voice shaking, talking about his partner, his child, and the people he's been doing this show with for years. Lindsay Mendez sitting there just beaming, like proud best friend energy cranked to 11. And the internet did what the internet does, paused, zoomed in, replayed, and turned every glance, every hand squeeze, every little inside joke into a narrative. Forget celebrity gossip. This was emotional support gossip. People weren't asking, "Are they dating?" They were asking, "How are these men this emotionally available on television?" Suddenly, Merrily We Roll Along wasn't just a show. It was a friend group fantasy. The messy, bitter story on stage about people drifting apart was colliding with this very real feeling that offstage, these three were holding on to each other for dear life. The contrast is what hit people. In the musical, the friendships break. In real life, it looks like they absolutely refuse to. And then came the movie. Because of course someone looked at this and said, "We need receipts. We need this bottled." Radical Media filmed the revival with the original cast. Sony Pictures Classics picked it up, and now we've reached the "this is literally everywhere" phase. trailers, cast interviews, red carpets, think pieces, fan edits. The filmed version is like being handed a VIP pass into this specific once-in-a-lifetime moment when Sondheim's failure finally gets treated like the main character. The vibe of the film is very, we know this was special and we're inviting you into the friend group. It's not just documenting the show, it's preserving their chemistry. In a movie theater, you're going to see every micro-expression between Groff and Radcliffe during Franklin Shepard Incadores. Every glance Mendez throws that says, I love you, but I also kind of want to shake you. And fans are already treating it like a personality test. Are you a Frank, chasing success and accidentally nuking your life? Are you a Charlie, writing a ranty, spiraling patter song about how your best friend sold out? Or are you Mary, living on sarcasm and martinis and unspoken feelings? Hovering over all of this is Sondheim himself, like a ghost with very complicated emotions. He didn't live to see this production become the phenomenon it is now. There's something weirdly emotional about that. Fans talk about the revival and the movie almost like a cosmic apology. Sorry we didn't get it the first time. We get it now. We really, really get it. It feels like the universe finally circling back to the friend it hurt and saying, you were right. This show mattered. And because the internet loves a poetic storyline, people frame it like this. Sondheim had this broken, misunderstood musical that almost broke him. And decades later, 3 theater kids with ridiculous chemistry showed up, wrapped their arms around it, and said, no, this one's ours. We're going to make people love it. That's why Broadway fans are losing their minds over Radcliffe and Groff in particular. Yes, they're great actors. Yes, they sing their faces off. But the real obsession is watching 2 men play best friends whose relationship explodes on stage. While off stage, they lean harder into being openly affectionate, openly grateful, openly emotional about each other. It's like they're rewriting the ending in real time. And Lindsay Mendez is the secret weapon that makes the whole thing feel grounded. She's the one who cuts through the sentimentality, delivers the dry humor, and then punches you in the heart with one look. She's the friend in the group chat who sends the meme and the "Are you actually okay?" text in the same breath. Without her, it would just be 2 sad guys spiraling. With her, it's a whole ecosystem of friendship you want to live inside. So yeah, Merrily We Roll Along is suddenly everywhere. But it's not just because of some clever marketing push or a nice little revival. It's because the story, messy friendships, bad choices, looking back and asking, when did it go wrong, lines up perfectly with how people actually feel right now. And it's being carried by 3 performers who seem genuinely, disarmingly in love with each other's talent and with this show. Sondheim wrote a musical about time rolling backwards, about rewinding your life until you find the moment where everything still felt possible. This revival, and now this movie, kind of does that for the show itself. It takes the flop, the pain, the embarrassment, and runs the tape back until you land on something bright and hopeful. 3 friends on a rooftop, watching a satellite and dreaming. Only this time, the dream actually works out. So if you're wondering why your Broadway mutuals are treating Merrily like a personality test, a religion, and a group therapy session all at once, it's simple. They don't just want to watch a musical. They want to sit at that table with Sondheim's messy little masterpiece and this ridiculously lovable trio and say, okay, if we could roll back the tape, what would we change? And honestly, that's the real gossip.
Here's to us, who's like